Getting abdominals has always been sought after by so many people. The main thing that people don't do is that, number one, is they don't eat in a deficit. You have to eat in a deficit in order to get abdominals. You can work them out as much as you want, which is very important. We're gonna get to that in a second. But you can work them out as much as you want, and you're never gonna see them unless you drop your body fat percentage. And the more body fat you have on you, the harder this is gonna be, because you have to give yourself time to break down that body fat in order to see or to start seeing your abdominals. Now, I know some of you are saying that, well, why is it that other individuals are born with them, or it's easier for them to get them, or it just didn't take them as long in order to get their abdominals? And it's because of the fact they either are already lean, and they had good genetics, which meant that they were born with some definition on their stomach area with their abdominals. So it's just those things coupled with the fact that they haven't put on as much body fat as other individuals, and they haven't had to do, in a sense, as much work in order to see them. Now, I still want to stress something. It still takes effort. Even if somebody doesn't have as much body fat to break down, you still have to work out your abdominals to see them, right? Again, some people are already born with some abdominals, genetically speaking. They've just been a little bit more gifted at birth. They have it a bit easier. But it doesn't mean that an individual that doesn't have them or has a higher body fat percentage can't get abdominals. Everybody can get them. It's just how much work you're willing to put into it and how far you're willing to go and how consistent you're willing to be. Which brings me to my next point, which is that you have to work out your abdominals because they're a muscle like any other muscle on your body. If you do not put in the work, if you do not put tension on that muscle, if you do not go and work out, then it's not going to grow. It's just a basic fact. You have to go, whether it's in the gym or whether you're at home, you have to lift weights and you have to create tension, and you have to do it in a way where you're going to create good mind to muscle connection so that that muscle over time will grow. And then you have to supplement it with calories and mainly protein so that it can keep growing, it can keep recovering, and you can keep gaining more lean tissue once the muscle fibers break through exercise over time. You have to do this repeatedly. So your abdominals are no different in that sense. The thing is, with somebody who has a higher body fat percentage, they might typically even have some abdominals underneath their higher amounts of body fat on their stomach. It's just that they can't see it because in our stomach area, that's where most of our body fat will reside, right? Obviously, genetics play a factor, as you'll see people as different sizes when it comes to how big they are and where their body fat resides. But for the most part, your body fat will roughly reside within your stomach area. That's where it likes to generally collect more often than not. It'll reside there. But going back to what I was saying, you have to work out your abdominals, and people generally struggle with this because they tend to find it hard to activate their abdominals. They tend to find it hard to be able to actually work them out. And having worked with the number of clients I have over time, there's been a lot of times where I have had to teach clients who thought they were activating their abdominals when they weren't on how to properly do so. So it can be a little bit frustrating, and I can see where some people will get irritated by that. But again, if you're not working out your abdominals, if you're not engaging them, getting good mind to muscle connection, then they're not going to essentially grow. And this can take time. Some people tend to get it right away. Other people, it takes a little bit of time for them to grasp that and to understand on how to activate them properly. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's completely normal. You just have to keep practicing and getting better at it over time. And the more that you do it, and the more that you bring down your body fat percentage, and the more that you engage your abdominals, then you will see that they will grow. And one quick note, I would suggest that if you are somebody with a lot more of a higher body fat percentage, I would bring that down first. And when you get it down to a reasonable amount, when you're a lot leaner, I would start to work on your abdominals, as it will be easier for you to engage them. If you're somebody with a large amount of body fat around your stomach area, it's going to be hard for you to even engage, contract, squeeze that area. So it's better to bring down the body fat percentage first and then working on getting your abdominals. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. Click like, subscribe, comment, share. Comment down below if you've had trouble getting the abdominals you've had now, or if you still struggle to get the abdominals that you want. And if you do want to work one-on-one, or you want to find out more information on how we can work together, there is a link in the description that'll take you to a page that'll explain things further. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.